In our minds, we're thinking that we're going to be successful on either side of the football, and as far as shutting them out, second round of the playoffs and the caliber of team that you see in that second round, you like to set your sights high, and if we shut them out, that'd be great.
Coach Nostradamus, as Ron Adame says, if we shut them out, that would be great. Phil Danaher, 27-0 since coming to Calallen back in 1984, but not this time. Yeah, Sharyland's defense unpenetrable. Calallen held only 2 first downs in the whole first half. As for the Rattlers, yeah, Lance Madden, elusive as usual. Rattlers inside the 3-yard line. That sets up Lance Madden, who walks in for the easy score. And believe it or not, the first score is all they would need, as Sharyland shuts out Calallen, breaking the 27-game win streak. 28-0 is your final score. That's unbelievable. Take a look. Wildcats under Phil Danaher. 407 wins. He would not get his 408th against the Valley. 27 of those wins over Valley teams until a 28-0 loss to Sharyland. Listen, I know Calallen was 4th in their district. I know this wasn't one of the great Wildcat teams, but still, for a Valley team to get over this hump and beat Phil Danaher for the first time ever, it's a big deal.
I mean, this is the biggest win. Even if Sharyland doesn't win the next round, I mean, this is still one of the highlights of the season. I know Calallen isn't the Calallen of old, and Sharyland knew that going in, but still they respected him as an opponent. They figured they were going to put up a big test, but I mean, Sharyland's defense played lights out, and they have been for most of the season.
To shut out a Calallen team that hadn't been shut out all season, that just speaks volumes about the Sharyland defense, and it bodes well for the next game against Cedar Park, doesn't it? Because what you have to have at this time of the season is a great defense, and Sharyland showed they sure have one.
And they stopped one of the better running teams around, too. I mean, they held their 3 running backs below their season averages. I don't think either one of them had more than 39 rushing yards. I mean, that's big, I mean, for running backs that go for over 100. And so, I mean, Sharyland just did it defensively. They flew to the ball, and it's the best effort I think I've seen all year from them.
And now they take on Cedar Park out of the Austin area. This is, is it the last stand for Sharyland? Because you think about it, the split did not hurt them this year, only maybe in depth, not in stars. But the split's going to start hurting them next year. This is a big chance for Sharyland to show what they can do and get a big win over an Austin area team.
Yeah, I mean, I think this hurt their freshman and sophomore teams, and I think later on you'll see how it'll reduce just their debt that they have just in growing their farm system. But I mean, this is it for Sharyland. I mean, they're graduating, excuse me, a lot of their skilled players. Madden, they're going to graduate. Chrysler,
Sharyland,
everyone just down the line.
Yeah.
Cole. So I mean, this is it.
Yes,
I mean, if they're going to make a push, this is the right opportunity for them.
And if they're going to do it, they're going to do it this week at Hero Stadium in San Antonio. Meanwhile, midnight finally struck for the Cinderella team from the Rio Grande Valley. Roma, their first trip to the playoffs, started with their first win ever in the playoffs. Plenty of Roma fans up Highway 83 to watch them take on Gregoryportland and watch R.J. Garza facing 4th down, pick up 14 yards and extend the drive. Roma was down 7-0 at that point. Not anymore. Garza drives in from 1 yard out. It was all tied at 7. And after that, after a quick 3 and out from the Wildcats, that Gladiators defense getting it done. And then Roma gets a field goal. And then Gregoryportland to the air. 17-7 Roma was up, but Roma outscored 21-7 down the stretch. Gladiators fall 28-24. But you cannot discount what this season means for Roma. The first playoff appearance, the first playoff win. Getting over that hump is so huge that it makes things easier down the line. People look at this team, all the Roma people look at this team, the fans, the kids who are in junior high, in grade school, they look and they say, oh, Roma can go to the playoffs, Roma can win in the playoffs.
I mean, they finally got their monkey off their backs, and they've been trying for years. I know they've been close. This time, though, they controlled their own destiny, and I don't think people even thought that they would be able to stay and hang in with Mercedes. I think a lot of people would have been happy just with Roma getting in the playoffs. But to beat Mercedes, that was big. To not only get in the playoffs, but beat Mercedes and come close in the second round, that's big for them.
And to tell you the truth, a fumble that Gregoryportland had that should have gone to Roma, and this game probably could have gone the other way. As it is, Gregoryportland goes on in the playoffs. Let's take a quick look at the 5A Division II bracket. Cedar Park takes on Sharyland in one semifinal. Kerrville-Tivy versus Gregoryportland in the other semifinal. Sharyland has to be the odds-on favorite of any of the 4 teams from the Valley to go on to the next round of the playoffs. We are coming right back on Sunday Sports Extra. Going to talk about last night's action. Going to talk about Vela. And, yeah, putting up 99 points with Victoria West. That was a score fest. Plus, Weslaco, late night after a lightning delay and opening up a passing game. We'll talk about it next.